it seems like people think that this story was added later on after the Gospel of John was first written. Because it seems to be completed after last week's climax of Thomas saying, "My Lord and my God," to Jesus when he sees him, his hands and his feet. Oh yes, Thomas was also with them. I forgot to mention that in the story. But this fishing story added, possibly, what does it say to us? Well, when Peter says, "I'm going fishing," it's not just about going on a Sunday afternoon, let's have a good time, see if we can catch some fish. According to historian, his name is John Dominic Crossan, he says that the Sea of Galilee at this time was hotly contested. The Roman Empire, the Romans taxed those who fished there heavily. Matter of fact, from the records, it appears that if you caught 10 fish, the tax collector might take 9 of them from you and leave you with 1. Now, it doesn't sound like a very good deal to me. Matter of fact, if you even put your boat in the water, you were taxed, whether you caught anything or not. And if you came back and said, "I can't pay the tax," I said, "Okay, we're going to write that down. And next week when you catch fish, you can pay what you owe us this week." And you can see how people can get indebted and how overfishing the lake may occur as well, putting in jeopardy these communities that had lived there for generations, making their living by fishing. Oh, one other thing. There was a large fish. Some call it the St. Peter's fish, possibly anyway. But this fish, the Roman elite in Rome loved. It was a kind of delicacy. So if you caught this fish, they took it, they salted it down, dried it probably, and off it went to feed the upper echelons in Rome, the senators, etc. So that would maybe put a little frog in your throat as well. Well, it's interesting in this story that Peter decides he's going to go back to fishing. I mean, that was their original business enterprise anyway. So he makes this kind of political decision. I'm going to go fishing. This following Jesus for 3 years doesn't seem to be practical anymore. But you just heard the story. Jesus comes to them, and they not only catch a large catch, which I've never caught, 153 fish, but they were large fish, probably or possibly the ones that normally got shipped off to Rome. And what did Jesus have but stay up there? He had a fire. And he said, "Bring some of those fish that you just caught and put it on here." Now, how Jesus got the other fish, whether Jesus was fishing or what, I'm not sure, but he has his ways. But the thing is, this meal which he prepared for them on the beach was the best meal, the best fish. Reminds me, and probably you as well, of feeding of the 5,000 in all the Gospels. And what else does it remind me of? But of this meal which we celebrate today, bread and wine, where Jesus promises to be with us. This meal, a foretaste of the feast to come, where justice and peace and love prevail. And in this meal, something else happens. We communicate with each other through speech. And I use a lot of words. This is the body of Christ broken for you, the blood of Christ shed for you. And that's good. But you also commune without words. Jesus is with us. And in some way, maybe we hear, I love you. Or we sense it. And we respond likewise. Yes, I love you. If not like a brother, I love you with all my heart, my soul, my mind, my strength. And then, going from this meal, we go to feed his sheep, tend his lambs, one another, and those in our families and network of relationships, caring for one another, offering a listening ear, maybe a word of encouragement, a helping hand, and just the grace of our presence, through which Christ is also present with us. So come today. Enjoy this foretaste of a feast to come.